Hey sisters, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning into yet another video of mine. Today I will be sharing with you some mid-range to luxury products that I regret purchasing. The bulk of these products are fragrance. The fragrance girlies on TikTok are gonna drag me for this one. This is from Kilian and it is their Angel Share fragrance. I actually got this during the last Sephora sale. There are a few reasons why I regret this purchase. Firstly, I actually brought the wrong fragrance from Kilian. They actually have a few different scents that come in the same bottle design, and I wanted to get the apple brandy one, but I accidentally got Angel Share. But it was fine because I was planning on buying both anyways. I wanted the apple brandy one first. I regret this mainly because this is a luxury item that does not feel luxury. Looking at the bottle, you are probably thinking, what do you mean? The top is actually very loose, so if you pull on it even in the slightest, it just comes right off. I'm gonna try to get this bottle as close as I can to the speaker, so hopefully you guys can hear this. You might not be able to. And you may think it's the perfume that's making that sound because obviously I'm shaking the bottle, but no, it's the cap rattling. Like, I'm not sure if it's just the bottle that I got, maybe if it was damaged in shipping. Once it dries down, it's not quite as complex. It does last for hours on the skin, but I wish it just kept all of its top notes after it has time to dry down. And when I say that, I'm not saying that it smells bad, I'm just saying it smells different. I want it to wear on the skin exactly how it smells in the bottle. This is giving such grown and sexy vibes. This is perfect for like date night. This is what you put on with that little black dress. I love to wear this fragrance with my silk dresses, and it's kind of difficult to describe how it changes. This very helpful photo from Max Aroma helped me to better describe exactly what I was smelling. So initially you get very heavy cognac and vanilla in the initial spray, but in the dry down it becomes a little bit more spicy from the cinnamon and a little too woody for my preference. And now that I see that it has both oak and sandalwood, that does make sense. I can tell a difference with the dry down of this, so I just wish it kept all of the same notes on the skin that it has in the bottle. And I wish this top was sturdier because this looks so beautiful on a vanity. This glass is so beautiful. The bottle is gorgeous, but I need them to fix this wiggly top. This is another fragrance that was all over my TikTok for you. All the girlies were saying this was a must-have. And when I went to the Sephora website, I saw that it had like notes of raspberry in there. That was in their marketing photos, and I had to grab it because I, aside from like Bath and Body Works mist, I really don't have too many fragrances. I don't think I have any that have any sort of like raspberry notes to it, none that are like prominent. So I had to scoop this one up, but something told me to buy the mini and not the full size, and I'm glad that I did. This is from Forever Mood. This is I Am Her, and I love this pretty pink bottle. The full size bottle is even more beautiful. Like, the aesthetics are just there. For those of you that don't know, Forever Mood is owned by creator Jackie Aina. I regret purchasing this one because it smells a little bit too mature for my liking. I don't get anything fruity from it. It does have some sweetness to it. I can't put my finger on exactly what it reminds me of, but I wouldn't say that it is a fruity sweetness. Certainly not a raspberry sort of sweetness or really anything berry related. It's not giving raspberry, and that's what I was looking for. Even though this is not the kind of raspberry fragrance that I was looking for, I do get a ton of compliments on this fragrance, so I will give it that. It is not lacking in anything as far as wear time. It's more so it's not what I was expecting. The last two fragrances I have are both from Kayali. One of them I cannot find, so I'm just gonna maybe put a picture up so you can kind of know what I'm talking about. It is the Kayali limited edition wedding collection, the feminine fragrance. In the wedding collection, they did release a cologne for the groom and then a perfume for the bride, and I think it was to celebrate Huda Beauty's sister. I think her name was Mona. She got married. I brought the mini because Kayali fragrances can be very hit or miss for me, and the wedding collection, at least where I live, it was not available in store. There was no tester, so I couldn't like go in and see if I liked it and how it wore, so I had to do a blind purchase. It is another fragrance that I'm glad I only brought in the mini. It did not wear well. It faded within 3 or 4 hours. This next critique is kind of up to personal preference, again, with what you kind of prefer for special occasions, but I just did not feel like it was ideal for a wedding. I didn't feel like it was complex enough. I know some people who are brides, you maybe don't want something that's super complex. That's why I say it's kind of up to personal preference, but I didn't feel like it was a standout as far as something I would reach for such a grand occasion like a wedding, especially if I'm the bride. It just was not that standout fragrance. Even though I got that one during the last Sephora sale, the fall sale, so I didn't pay full price for it and I did get the mini, I still would have preferred to spend my money on something else that I would have enjoyed. And this one from Kayali is their Vanilla Candy Rock Sugar fragrance, and I grabbed in a mini as well. This one, as far as quality and staying power, is much better than the one from the wedding collection. The rock sugar in here is just a little bit too overpowering for me. This fragrance quickly goes from being sweet to drying down and becoming overly syrupy and sugary on the skin. It's just overpoweringly sweet. The sweetness in here kind of ruins this scent for me because it's so overpowering. It's so overpowering to the point where you can hardly smell any vanilla in here at all, and it just kind of becomes rock sugar, you know. The amount of sweetness that they added kind of lowered the value of this one for me and made this scent have a less luxury feel. Whereas I feel like if they made the vanilla and the rock sugar have a more harmonious mix, it really could have been something special, but it just turned out overly sweet and kind of like liquid cotton candy or something like that. So let's move into some skincare products. This one is from Dior, and this is their Capture Total. It is supposed to be a youth revealing serum, so it's supposed to have some anti-aging properties. I just feel like this is a fragrance overpriced moisturizer. I don't see any anti-aging benefits or properties to this. The very first anti-aging serum that I purchased was the double serum from Clarins. Y'all know I love that one, rave about that one. So I kind of compare every other anti-aging product I get to that one, because with that, it just makes your skin look so youthful, so glowy. I mentioned before, that is a product you want to purchase if you are looking to find that product that will give you glass skin. My skin looks so juicy and plump when I use that, and I love to use that as under eye prep before I go in with makeup, because I do have the bulk of my like lines and wrinkles under my eye, and you notice the difference. Looking at the back of the bottle, it actually says Parfums, Christian Dior. So I'm telling you, I think this is an overpriced fragrance moisturizer. And y'all ignore the cream contour I have on the back of my hand. It is like a lightweight moisturizer consistency, definitely more milky It is hydrating. Fragrance in here is pretty strong. It is. And I have had this bottle, I want to say going on 2 years. And as you can see, I still have some left. I mean, I'm nearing, you know, emptying it. But the reason it's taking me so long to get through it is because of the fragrance. And I feel like I'm just putting fragrance on. Yes, it is hydrating. It is. Look how glowy it is. It is glowy and pretty, but the anti-aging properties that were advertised. And to wrap up this video, I have an SPF here. This is from In Beauty Project. This is too light on my skin for me to use this as like a finisher for my skincare and then just go outside. This is an SPF that I have to put makeup on top of because it's kind of like ashy. It only comes in 2 shades, but this is what it looks like when you blend it into the skin. I'm gonna really try to work it in because it doesn't look bad initially, but if you see like when you turn certain ways, it looks ashy. And it also has this, but it kind of like leaves a film that I don't like, if that makes sense. So I don't like the finish of it. And also I noticed with this, if you were like me and you like to, you know, kind of do your baby hairs, when you sweat, it just clumps up with any sort of edge gel, edge control, pomades that you put in your hair, and it just leaves this horrible cast in your hairline. And I was so disappointed. I really wanted to like this one. Unfortunately, this tinted SPF was a bust for me. I hope you enjoyed my commentary on these products. Let me know if you have tried any of them, especially the fragrances. I want to hear your opinions. If you own any of these fragrances, please let me know. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Because I feel like, especially the Killian one, that one is like a staple in a lot of people's collection. Any other questions you ladies have for me, leave it down below, and I will chat with you all very, very soon. Bye, sisters.